Welcome to another edition of the Golf Report, and today we're with Miss Alena Sharp, the star of the Brantford Golf and Country Club on the women's side. Alena, we're here today at the tail end of your charity golf tournament. Looks like another successful day. What's your thoughts about it all?
Well, I can't believe it's the fifth year already, and every year it seems to be more special to me. And this year, more of my family played in the tournament, so it was a really special day. And we played fast. The weather was cooperative, so I'm happy.
I hate to tell you this, but you're getting older like the rest of us. Let's talk about your golf game. Where is it in your mind at this stage of your career?
I feel like I've played really well this year. I've left a lot of shots out there. I know every golfer can say that, but I feel I'm more in contention every week and making a lot of birdies and making cuts, and I just feel more comfortable out there, and it's really showing off, and I think that something good's going to happen this year. I've been knocking down the door, so I'm really looking forward to the next 5 or 6 events that we have left on the schedule.
We've heard from the men's tour and the women's tour that it's getting to be a putting game. Is that accurate, or is that overstating the fact?
Well, obviously you have to hit good shots, but yeah, it is all about putting, because we can all hit greens in regulation, but it's the person who makes the most putts in the week that wins the tournament.
And I've been reading that you have been working with Dave Stockton on your short game and so forth, and I gather putting's part of that.
Yeah, mostly putting, and I saw him in March, and haven't seen him since then, but we talk on the phone, and it's really helped me. I have more of a routine, and it's more consistent, so that's what I've needed, and it's definitely showing up in my scores.
Right. Now, you also have been working for quite a while with Craig Harmon on the other parts of your game.
Yeah, I've seen Craig quite a bit this year, and I'm hitting the ball really well. I'm going to actually see him next week, so I've worked with him for 7 years now, so it's always the same lesson, but it's always fun to go and hang out with him, hit some shots, talk a little bit, get some PGA Tour gossip, and work hard.
You're probably aware there was a lot of discussion here about the fact that you and Nicole and Jennifer all ended up in the U.S. Open, and for sure it's the only time a Canadian club's had that representation, and quite possibly any club in the world to have had 3. You girls must have had a little kibitzing when you all found out and showed up at the Pennsylvania Open together.
Yeah, I didn't. I was kind of oblivious to it. I didn't know that there were that many Canadians in the field to start off with, and then to have 3 from Brantford. That was, it has to be something in history. I don't really think that there's any golfers that, grown up and played the same course and have played all in the same tournament.
I would think Oakmont gave you more than enough challenges to worry about on its own.
Yeah, Oakmont was very tough.
I heard the greens weren't very fast.
The greens were really fast, and then if you missed a fairway by 2 or 3 yards, you were in a pot bunker and you had to pitch out. So you really needed to drive it well and putt well.
Right. And finally, in the next 30 days, shall we say, what's your schedule looking like?
Well, I have the biggest tournament of the year in my mind coming up at the Canadian Open at the end of August. Taking 2 weeks off, but I'm not really taking any time off, just no tournaments.
And that's at St. Charles in Winnipeg?
Yes, it is. Portland, and then we go to Winnipeg to St. Charles. So I'm going to just get practicing and get ready for that event.
And probably, finally here, I should say, I no doubt you've heard that there's been discussions with Golf Canada about the Women's Open coming here in 2013. What's your thoughts about that idea?
Well, I think that Brantford has a lot of great holes, and I think it'd be a perfect course for the ladies. It's just a matter of if we can get logistics going around here with tents and parking and the range. The range is going to be an issue, but when it comes down to the golf course, there's really no better course to play for us.
Yeah, just the devil in the details.
Exactly.
Okay, well listen, congratulations on the year so far. Looks like it's looking good for your last push, and hey, hope to see you soon.
Thanks, Harold.
Okay, this is Harold Howe with Alena Sharp, giving you the Golf Report.